opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Here's Elliott. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught for the 2 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
play of the half. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Hilton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, and
well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
I think that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. To it after the pick six. Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb, and it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On second down, Elliott, and able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They go to Elliott again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On third down, Elliott. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup on the receiving end from Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Coming to you. Mike 55, Mike 55. Yellow.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. Brought down by Willie Gay. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play fake. Here's Prescott. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Elliott going to get it again on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the fourth, and now they're going to try an onside kick. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He finds McKinnon, complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll run here on third and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again. And that could be the backbreaker. And the Chiefs are going to take possession From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That's complete, and once again, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here, punting, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Flush to his right. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of 2. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes, With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here again is McKinnon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Rodgers now on first down. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Gets his ball to his running back, Jerick McKinnon. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Mahomes going to throw. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 47 yards. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Mahomes will throw for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now here's Mahomes. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Now Mahomes. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Going up top. He's got a man complete.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Handoff, it's McKinnon. He'll get this to about the 38.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, check, 59. Defense wins championships, baby.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Room here to run. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. first down, they'll go to the ground attack. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. In his own end zone, it's Rodgers.
Pass complete, Tunyon. And they'll get this up to the 10, but that's all. A nice job there to bring him down defensively.
Now Rodgers.
To Dobbs, and he hauls it in.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
Watson making the catch.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. To throw is Rodgers.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. It's Joshua Williams with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. So a nice play defense.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
They'll roll him out right. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And out across midfield down to the 45. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Brought down by Ed Oliver.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with McKinnon. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's one way you take away a first down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Oh, he brings it in off the deflection.
A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That one goes for 24 yards.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Here's a diving catch right side. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Six nothing our score after 1. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. After the sack on 1st down, Mahomes complete. The tight end, Kelsey. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, 43 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And this play is going nowhere fast as he goes down. That one might need to go back to the drawing board as they fail on the 2-point try. And as he approaches to kick it off, he might be thinking this could be a 14-0 lead with a couple of PATs as he sends this one away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, 1st quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. First down, here's the run with Cook.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Allen on the move to his left.
Open man, complete downfield to Davis.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On second down, Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air, Allen. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Eluding the pressure right. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Bills. James Cook. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
And he's brought down. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets him even closer. Now a 2-point game. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
But these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Keep it up, defense. Alert, alert, alert.
Allen now looks to throw. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Mahomes now on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, as the first half is winding down.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And that's caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep for Diggs.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's McKenzie.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
From just shy of midfield, Allen.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So the shotgun snap to Allen, rolling to his right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are back within a score. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To try again after the sack. Mahomes over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And they work this out past the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Now Mahomes. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Mahomes to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to go as a loss of 17 on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here.
Mahomes going to throw. And he will slide down with a good gain. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Mahomes now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And can they take advantage? Their defense got the 4th down stop, and now they're hoping to find the end zone. A field goal wouldn't be enough to erase this 4th quarter deficit. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flushed out right. He finds his man, complete. It's McKenzie. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Justin Reid. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick 6, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Chiefs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, keep it up.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here.